guiding in Eddie Sweat. Honest Prince, 1,000 meters head-on shot. Pick 6 time and the field comes alive. Eddie Sweat restrained early and Honest Prince dropping to the rear. Red Cap bombs away between them. Roy Royale, Orange Cap secures the rails run. The King of Random's only a length off. Ogilvy's 3 around. All True Man in the yellow silks. Eddie Sweat parked at the rail. Only 3.5 lengths off as they move towards the 600. All True Man's on the outside and Honest Prince. Bombs away the Red Cap now, let rip. 400 meters to go, bombs away 2. The King of Random's on the bridle in second. Eddie Sweat's going to follow through. Royale's on the inside, Ogilvy. The King of Random at the 300. Eddie Sweat's looking for the way through. Royale's on the inside. The King of Random, 200 to go. Eddie Sweat now becomes the live wire. And Eddie Sweat puts his head in front. The King of Random tries to come back for more. Eddie Sweat from the King of Random. Eddie Sweat won it. The King of Random second. Honest Prince may be getting up in the minor positions. Roy Royale's in that photo. Good to see Eddie Sweat get rewarded. He's been an absolute soldier. He's had a host of problems with the breathing issues. It's been 1,104 days since he last tasted success. He came down to a 57 in the ratings, and Warren Kennedy gets the best out of him. Turning for home, all dressed up, full of running, just following them through. The gaps opened, and well done to the Frank Robinson team. Honest Prince gets up third, Roy Royale fourth, and then came All True Man. Eddie Sweat, the 7-year-old Imperial Stride. This is for the Katzwinkels, the Boodoos, the Naidus, the Balsams, the Wiggles, and they'll all jump for joy. Eddie Sweat came breezing through between runners. The King of Randoms on the right-hand side. Warren Kennedy gives Eddie Sweat a very confident ride coming to the business end. Only pulls the sabre very late on, and Eddie Sweat, he'll get back into the winner's enclosure, back to the studio.
Well, the 7-year-old Eddie Sweat has put it all together. A terrific ride by Warren Kennedy for Frank Robinson and his clients, and it was a great ride.
No, it was a very, very good ride. I tell you what, you must go back and watch this ride. He was drawn 7 out of 9. He had him on the fence, 4th on the fence, and I said to Warren, he's got a very short run, and if you watch the 300, he's cantering, and the gap's there, and he can go. But he just follows Mace's horse for another 50 metres. That's what wins him the race. No, very, very good ride. Top rider.
Nice to get him back in the winner's enclosure. You know, I didn't realise he'd had a wind-up in his career, but because he was a useful horse.
Yeah, he's had a wind-up, he bleeds, so you've got to manage him. You know, it's quite hard. Yeah, well done to Ralph. Just give a shout out to Wendy. He used to, you know, always reminds me of him when this horse runs. He used to love this horse. Yeah. It's nice to have him back.
Anything else from your side tonight?
No, this was my second run, and that's it. Thanks.
Well done, Frank.
Thanks a lot.
Here's the winning rider. Warren, another excellent ride, and Frank was just commending you on the way you knew the shore. Can't go yet, and you waited a bit longer.
Yeah, you know, all credit to Frank. He said to me in the ring, told me everything I need to know. Said, be careful, he's got a short run, he'll move up to them, but wait on him. And, you know, top of the straight, I had 3 lengths to make up, and I saw the King of Random moving best of the rest, and I thought, you know what, I'm travelling really well, let him pull me through. And he was the right horse to follow, and I could sit and wait on this horse and pounce when I had to. This horse was always going to grab him, but when I grabbed him, he'd had enough. So it was nicely timed, and just a well done to Frank and the connections.
How's the rest of your card look?
Mr. Laps, I'm pretty competitive tonight. You know, I've got just Vogue in the 5th. She has got top weight, filly against the boys. Her last run was a bit disappointing, so more quartet chance than a winning chance. I've got Harlan County, the horse from Joburg. Yeah. If he reproduces his surcharge run, it's no race. Yeah. And I've got Fontaine in the back. You know, she's always knocking. Yeah.
Thanks, Warren.
Thanks very much.
Yeah, well done. Very polished ride there by a man who can ride 52 comfortably. Warren Kennedy. Well done to Frank and all his clients, including Dr. Ralph Katzwinkels. He must be able to have about 60 winners now, Ralph. He invests in the game. And, of course, well done to the breeders, Northfield Stud. Eddie Sweat's opened the pick 6.